Welcome to today's video. In this video, we'll learn about temporary tables in SQL Server, using single hash and double hash, with clear and simple examples for beginners. A temporary table is a table that exists only for a short period of time. It is mainly used to store intermediate results, test data, or temporary calculations during query execution. SQL Server automatically removes temporary tables when they are no longer needed. Temporary tables are useful for breaking complex queries into steps, improving query readability, storing intermediate results, testing logic without affecting real tables. SQL Server supports two types of temporary tables: local temporary table, created using hash; global temporary table, created using double hash. Let's understand them one by one. Local temporary table. Hash temp table. A local temporary table is created using a single hash symbol. Visible only to the current session. If you open a new query window, this table will not be accessible. Automatically dropped when the session is closed. Global temporary table, hash temp table. A global temporary table is created using double hash symbols. This table is visible to all sessions. You can access this table from multiple query windows. Dropped only when all sessions using it are closed. But global temporary tables come with some risks. Any session can read or write data. Naming conflicts are possible. Dropped only when the last session closes. Rarely recommended in production. Mostly used for admin tasks, debugging, or demos. Let's see internal naming of temporary tables. One important thing to understand about temporary tables is how SQL Server stores them internally. Even though we create a temp table with a simple name like hash employees or hash test, SQL Server actually stores local temporary tables with a unique internal name, something like this. SQL Server automatically adds this suffix behind the scenes. This is the reason multiple sessions can create local temporary tables, hash, with the same name, without any naming conflicts. So even if many users create a temp table called hash test, SQL Server treats each one as a separate table internally. This process is automatic, and as developers, we usually don't need to worry about it. But it's an important concept to understand. Now let's see temporary tables inside stored procedures. When you create a temporary table inside a stored procedure, SQL Server automatically drops it after the stored procedure finishes execution. The temp table exists only during the execution of the stored procedure. Once the procedure finishes, SQL Server automatically removes the temp table. If you try to access hash temp data outside the procedure, it will fail. Finally, let's see how to drop temporary tables. You don't have to manually drop a temporary table, but you can do it if needed. Now let's quickly summarize the differences between single hash and double hash temp tables. Hash temp table, session specific. double hash temptable shared across sessions. Both are stored in the tempdb database. Both are automatically deleted by SQL Server. That's all about temporary tables in SQL Server. The demo scripts are available for download in the description, so you can practice on your own. If you found this helpful, like the video, subscribe, and check out our full SQL tutorials on the nullCreds channel.